Hello, 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 everyone! A night session today. I finished my other chores and rested and had some leftover energy, and I haven't had any time to stream recently because I've been doing a lot of kind of organizational work and setup and helping people with learning about scripts and doing some live streams and other things. So I just haven't had the time, in all honesty. But now I have a solid couple hours, and I'm excited to do more of my Islands of Magic playthrough. So my plan for this character is to just keep playing, and it looks like I'm through the kind of initial pattern, because what tends to happen with me is I'll play for a month and then I just kind of lose interest and I really want to develop. Whereas now, I've actually wanted to keep playing, I just haven't had the time, if that makes sense. Hey, Fire! Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I'm in a night session. But I haven't had the time to just play as regularly as the other players, and that used to bother me, but now I understand that, like, that's just kind of how it is, and I accept that, right? I can't play as much as other people. I thought before I could try and kind of keep up with people, but I just can't. So I have to play kind of at my own pace, and apparently that is a really long time, because I think now I've been playing for dozens of hours, and I haven't even, like, done the first Ether boss chest, to put things into perspective. But I have had an absolute blast. It's been really fun. So for any of you watching and you're new to this, Islands of Magic is a public Valheim server. You're free to join. The password is JP Valheim. You can find the server information by just getting into the poolside Discord, and you can find that information in pretty much all of my YouTube videos. You could also look at some of the earlier live streams in the series. If you watch the first minute of the first episode, then I believe you'll find it there. But again, you could just find it from the other videos. So Islands of Magic is an Enigma Mode server. I won't explain what Enigma Mode is. It's something you can look up and try yourself, but it's pretty much a rework of Valheim. And I manage the development. It's open source, pretty much. Everyone that plays ends up being involved in its development. And the idea is that everybody playing kind of contributes, and then I use the feedback and my own experiences to put it all into one thing that everyone can experience by playing the same mod pack, even though people play on different servers or maybe on single player. So the idea is to kind of recreate a kind of MMO-like experience, except not literally, because Valheim doesn't handle actual multiplayer more. So I'm trying to be a bit kind of tricky about it. So make the feeling of that MMO kind of thing without actually doing it by giving people, you know, content to watch and a Discord server to talk in where they're all kind of together, even if they're in different worlds, right? So that's kind of the goal with Enigma Mode. That's why everyone shares the same global death feed. If you know, you know. That thing is awesome. It's really fun to watch. But anyone's welcome to join. And you don't have to join at the same time as other people. You can join on an existing character that's more progressed. You could join on a new character. It doesn't really matter. The progression of Enigma Mode is reworked so that you'll find a place in the experience that works for you. And it doesn't really matter if it's a new character or an old character. So you don't have to worry about, like, joining and messing up the experience for other people by having further progression or doing too many dungeons, because this server is made for you to have your own progression. So dungeons can reset, vegetation and rocks and metal can respawn. There's ways for players to make all of this stuff happen. So in general, you're free to do what you want, pretty much. You can even use your own mods. There's no, like, blacklist. I don't, like, keep track of people's characters. I don't keep track of the mods they're using. As long as you're not causing problems for other people, you're welcome to play and use your own quality of life stuff that you prefer. The main thing is, if you do join us, make sure that you respect how other people like to play. Make sense? And welcome, Drake, by the way. Good to see you again. I meant to say hello earlier, but didn't get around to it. So, I actually need to remember what was happening. I believe that last time I played, I was trying to go to the end of the world to get chitin because I wanted to get a whole bunch of chitin so I could make a really strong abyssal razor because that's one of my favorite weapons. And I'm kind of tired of using the same two-handed sword. I actually risked it, you know, I risked losing it, but I got lucky and I got my first successful in power, of course, when I wanted it to get destroyed, and then it got twice as strong. So now I'm even deeper in this situation. But the idea is to get that abyssal razor and like empower it so it's really strong. I'm not even gonna get into what empowering is. There's too many things to explain. I always get caught in that trap. Not this time though. And I believe last time, yeah, I was sailing towards the end of the world, but I probably, like... I don't remember what caused me to be here, if that makes sense, because I found... Oh, no, is there a really good scrapper in this tower? Oh, no, it probably respawned, didn't it? I vaguely recall a strong scrapper being here, and I stopped in the tower to do something related to that. But I think I actually completed it, to be honest. I don't remember, though. Hey! So Drake asks, I don't normally use mods anymore, but is there a mod that lets you be an NPC or a mob? Yeah. So it'll only be to you. It won't show that way to other people. But there's a mod called Identity Crisis. Like this. One second, let me put it in the chat. I'll just link the mod to you. Give me a moment. Here. So this is a client-side mod called Identity Crisis, and it allows you to replace your player's prefab with any of the other prefabs in the game, like all the monsters. I found out about it because I saw somebody streaming and they were a wraith. So I thought that was cool. That sounds like what you want, though. There's probably a couple other mods that do the same kind of thing. Alright, so what... Ah! Yes! It's all becoming clear to me now. I remember what I did last time. Yeah, so I was sailing, attempting to find kite. I think I found, like, 40. Like, I have, like, none. Yeah, 90. 93 of them. But then on that journey, I'm trying to get to the edge of the world because there's way... Players don't know this, I guess, but I do. There's way more Leviathans right at the edge of the world. So I'm trying to go there, right? But I haven't managed to get there. And on the way, I must have been chased by a flying bone maw or something. Oh, no, I haven't met a flying bone maw yet. I must have been chased by a normal bone maw. Because I remember running desperately into this building at some point. And then the diverger here saved me. And I bought... I brought all my coins because I died and came back here again. And then I bought this from a coin trader. And this is one of my favorite mastercrafted items. So I got really lucky. And I hope it works because I don't know if the players have actually used this yet. So, if any of you are watching and you want to come over here, well, I felt greedy tossing it, actually, because I wanted to share it with someone. Because in Enigma Mode, you get these credits, and they allow you to build cool stuff. You basically just take the key and you throw it on the ground, and it, like, explodes and gives you something. And if there's other people around you, they also get one of them. So you could do it alone and only you get it, or you could do it with 2 people and then 3 of them are made. Makes sense? So it's technically better to do it with other people. It's a mechanic meant to encourage trading, but it's sort of later on in the game. Most like beginning players won't really know about this stuff and they won't understand what it is. But this will be really cool. I'll show you guys what that is later. But I'm just kind of summarizing what happened last time, also trying to remember myself. Because I think what happened is there was a coin trader here that had a bunch of seafood, like ocean food, and it was perfect because I had run out of food. And then I also got this other stuff, and I like died, and then when I died, I went back to the base because I went to the center of the world. And then I brought all my coins and I sold everything I had so that I could do these coin traders. And that's how I got this stuff. So it looks like I'm set now to pack up here and keep looking for the edge of the world. Hopefully not dying to a bone maul like before. So with that, I think now I've established all the context. And like I mentioned before, you're free to ask any questions or anything like that, and I will respond. And when something happens, I'll give like context, right? If something crazy happens. But for right now, I'll just be playing, and I'm going to be getting everything back into the boat and then sailing. Because while it's cool that I found all this stuff, ultimately what I want to do is I want to go to the edge of the world and get a bunch of chitin. Like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of chitin, not just a little bit, not one Leviathan, the whole shebangle, okay? But before I do that, I need to go to the kitchen, get my tea, come back, and I'll address Drake, your comment. So Drake, I responded too late again, I'm sorry. I've learned with Twitch and YouTube, it's important that when people say something, you respond kind of quickly, even if you don't respond fully, if that makes sense, because that helps us all kind of have that dialogue, right, and feel more connected. Anyway, Drake says, okay, because I had a wild idea of making a meme skit ad for Valcon. I mean, that would be awesome. To be honest, if one of the things I would do if, like, I'm in a situation where I have to, like, be very careful how I spend my time, because I don't actually earn enough to do what I do. I just kind of do it anyway and go a little bit into debt each month. But I can do that for a long time because I live in Nicaragua and life is cheap here. But my point is that one of the things I would do if I was more like free and I didn't have another job and that kind of thing is make some machinima, because I would love to make machinima, and I want to see more people make machinima because it's so cool. And World of Warcraft had a bunch of cool machinima, right? And I feel like I could package things that people feel into machinima and make them comedy, but kind of like, like joke about the world taking forever to grow and stuff. You know what I mean? Hey, that's all you need is the passion to want to create something, Drake. That's it. Who cares if you don't have experience with the thing or you don't feel like you're an editor or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, when I started Enigma Mode, first off, it wasn't called Enigma Mode. It was something else entirely. And second off, I didn't know what it was. Like, I couldn't script. Oh my god, I didn't have a... Sorry. You saw what just happened, right? I almost died and I would have gone to the center of the world. That's brutal. Oh, that's brutal. Anyway, my point was that you can start something and not really know anything about it. The act of enjoying it will cause you to like these things. It'll cause you to learn. And that'll make it all work out, you know? Yeah, old school Warcraft, yeah. Warcraft had loads of machinima. Did you ever watch the Illegal Danish? That was my favorite. I loved the Illegal Danish so much. So hilarious. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my tea. Awesome. Olabeth. I'll have to check that out. I don't remember that one. Welcome, Yannick. Welcome. I hope all is well. There's so many. I don't actually know about that many. I got so obsessed with the, there was like the Illegal Danish 2, and Zinroth. So like I loved those ones, and I watched those a lot. There's a bunch I didn't see, so I'll check out the ones. One second. Let me pull up a little notepad here, and because what you say in the chat vanishes, so I'll just write what you guys are telling me here. Oh no, I can just do it in... Yeah, the in-game chat goes to Discord, so I can just type it in there, and then that'll make a log of it for me. Perfect. Okay, here we go. Now, hey, easy. How's it going, man? Good to see you here. Oh, it must be super evening for you. I thought I was doing a late stream. How you doing? They're telling me about Machinima from World of Warcraft they liked. Or Warcraft in general, I guess. Let's see. So we have Olabeth. Yeah, I just threw the banner up there. Figured it works out right. I like that banner. I guess. Oh, yeah, because the text... I forgot that my stream stuff goes up. I guess it doesn't really matter. As long as the Valcon stuff's on top of it. Okay, so we have Olabeth. And then, what were the other ones? The 1st of May and the Troll of Dirty Tree and a Turd. Olabeth, 1st of May. Troll of Dirty Tree and a Turd. Ballad of the Fell Reaver. Nice. Nice, that's all of them. Okay, cool. I gotta say, if I ever make a game, Discord integration. Oh, it's so incredible. I really don't understand why more games don't have official built-in Discord integration where you can like get stuff sent from the game to the Discord channel, because it's so powerful, it's so useful. Like imagine if every time you died, the Discord channel showed a little like 10-second video clip of your death. You know, that would be hilarious. Tangent, but I want to do that. I would love to do that. Oxhorn, huh? Check out Oxhorn. Hey, I feel you, easy. No, that's not weird at all. You love working for it, and that's what makes Valcon so special, because it's like we get to do a bunch of Valheim related stuff and interact with other people who love Valheim. I don't know, it feels really motivating. But it's good to take breaks, man. Like, that's important. I pretty much did that today. I mean, I've been doing Valcon stuff, but it's more I've been taking a break from my personal YouTube channel. And I just kind of accepted, like, I'll be happier if I do what I really care about, which is, like, the community stuff. Because Valcon's, like, coming and going, right? And then I'll have the rest of the year to just do YouTube, so... It's not like my YouTube channel is super popular anyway, to be honest, so... It's like... I can probably afford to just not make videos for a month or two and focus more on Valcon. And it's okay, you know, it's not the end of the world. But a lot of people aren't in that position, right? You have to, it's kind of a luxury to be able to have that extra time to spend on it. So it's important that you give yourself time to do the things that you want to do, so that when you work on Valcon stuff, you're enthusiastic about it, you know, and you are enjoying it. That's kind of what I've noticed with myself. If I think about stuff a lot, I'll freak out and stress out. But if I just like sit and I avoid overstimulating, and I just kind of like sit in my garden, or the garden here. Then I'm just like, oh, I want to do Valcon tasks. So I actually care about it, right? But I can convince myself that I'm stressed or whatever and I'm overwhelmed and then I don't want to do anything, right? But as soon as I stop, I feel very motivated to do the things, right? So my thing right now is to set up the Discord connector for all the Valcon showcase servers. So they all go to like one Discord channel in the Valcon Discord. But I don't have the well, I can't actually make the webhook. So I have to wait. I have to wait for someone else to make the webhooks. And then I'll be totally fine to just figure things out from there. But I just gotta wait for someone else to do that. Probably Rogue will take care of it when he gets a chance, I would imagine. Bum 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 bum. Look at that. I've been developing, so like my instinct to make a hammer, right? I was like, I need some wood. That's why I don't play with Devcommands enabled. Alright. It's time to Valheim. I feel you, Fire. That's how I was when I, like, to be honest, for a year straight, I basically just developed Enigma or Path of Magic every day. Like, I didn't plan on that, but that's what was happening. But then it became pretty clear, like, I can't actually afford to do that because I need to, like, grow, like, do my day job and grow my YouTube channel and stuff. Otherwise, I literally can't develop. It makes sense. So now I understand, like, I want to develop all the time, but I was able to for a while, and that was awesome. And now, like, I can do it in spurts, so it makes more sense for me to play and then, like, give the players time to, like, tell me stuff that they find, so that then when I have the time to develop, I can just, like, get it done, if that makes sense. I don't actually get to script that much right now, but that'll change over time, probably. Alright. I don't even know where I am. Haha, thanks, Drake. Hey, Fire, I mean, if you're motivated to do it, that's what counts, right? I'm not gonna lie, there were like 3 or 4 times I was super into a mechanic and I pulled all-nighters, like, only experience in my life I've pulled all-nighters with no caffeine or anything aside from just, like, really, really wanting to do the thing I'm doing and really loving it. But when I made the Slayer system in Enigma, I got super into it. I really, really loved it. And it's funny because that video was like the least watched YouTube video I've ever made about a mechanic with the WP. But it's my favorite by far, and I loved it. It's funny. Yeah, exactly, Fire. Pure drive and determination. That's what it was like. But what I was getting at is that even though I did that, I suffered a lot and lost a lot of productivity as a result of staying up all night. Even in this situation where I can afford to do that and spend a lot of time developing. So now I don't do that anymore. Also, there were a couple times that I made a mistake, you know? I made a mistake like staying up too late, and then I would spend time fixing it, and I just noticed that, like, I don't make as many mistakes if I work when I'm well rested. So because of the consequences of staying up late like 3 times, yeah, I left. If that makes sense. I left the stay up all night crew. Now I don't like it. I associate pain with doing that. So I'll go to bed by like 2, but even then I find it better to be off the computer by like 12 or so. But that's just me personally, you know. It's all up to what really works for different people. So now what I need to do is pretty much just loot this stuff, put it into cargo crate form to load the boat, and then try and stay alive and keep sailing looking for leviathans. That seems to be the plan here. So I'll shut up for a moment, try and get my game momentum going here. It's good to see you all, by the way. Hope you're all doing well. My keyboard's been messing up, so I am now auto-swimming in one direction because my keyboard stopped working. I have to like unplug it and put it back in. That's pretty funny. Oh, now it's like stuck going that way. That's funny. What a curse. That's always the worst. Are you ever fighting something? And then your mouse dies or something like that? It's always like, ah, shit. Real life curse. Are we good? There we go. Nice. Hi, that makes sense. I used to, my home environment was like very distracting during the daytime. So when I did most of the Enigma work, I actually learned to stay up later because I found that that was when it was reliably quiet. And like scripting is doing like a basic script. When there's distractions is one thing. When you're working on something really complicated and you get distracted in the wrong moment and then forget something, it causes problems that take a while to like fix. So that happened a couple times and I was just like, I gotta work on this shit when it's quiet. But then things calmed down, so now my life's way better, to be honest. Things are really calm at home. So I've been able to just kind of do the things I care about. I have money problems, but money problems are better than lack of peace. Yeah, exactly, easy. Let's see, how do I'll adjust this chat thing here. How do I do this? Nope, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Alright, that should be better. Ah, yeah, I don't need that much storage. Hey, sleep well, Easy. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good week. Okay, it's time for me to destroy everything. I learned this last time, that sometimes it's better if you're out on a voyage, you might be better off just going to the center of the world when you die. There's a lot of things that are very different on the IOM server compared to a normal Valheim experience. And one of the things that I've really appreciated is that I sail like constantly on this server. And it's really funny because if you think about it, it has the paths, right? And that whole system meant to make the world more approachable. But I actually haven't used the paths on this playthrough at all because I love the fast boats so much that I can't stop using them. I love the gameplay of putting these cargo crates on carves and sailing around and surviving. It's like, I love it. And exploring the different biomes that way, it's just so thrilling. I don't know how to explain myself because that's why I've played for so long. And if I check my progress, right? I've done one boss chest. It's just funny. I haven't even felt like I need to do other stuff because it's been so fun. Like trying to do these basic tasks and just loading the boat up with material as I explore, and then I often die and have to go find my stuff. We'll see though. Now I have no spawn, and I need to put all the stuff in the boat. And then I should be good. I got a strategy this time. I'm gonna have the most important things on my person, and then all the other stuff doesn't really matter. And the vast majority of this journey just boiled down to 10 barrel hoops and this. I think that was like 13,000 coins or something, I don't remember. Okay, before I sail off, I need to make sure that I actually have the valuable stuff with me. This cogwheel, some silver. The serpent meat should go in the hold. That's the most secure place, because I can lose all of these cargo crates. I could just, like, easily have to run away from a bone war or something when it's really windy or it rains, and then the waves throw the crates off. As long as I don't have to go into second or third speed, then usually I don't lose any cargo crates. Alright, looks solid to me. Okay, now it is adventure time. And I have to remember that I currently do not have a bed set, so if I die, I'm off to the center of the world again. And in normal no map, that would be horrible, but there's a lot of mechanics that I've really come to appreciate about Enigma. One of them is you can find your body, and you'll get an arrow that points towards it, and it just makes it, like, it makes the process of finding your body more enjoyable. Because then you have, like, an adventure, and you don't have to just wander around aimlessly as much, but you still have to put in some effort to go get everything, right? Hey, here we go. Alright, so I need to go towards the base to get to the edge of the world. So the trunk of the world tree. So that's west. I need to go east because I'm already in the eastern section. So this should be the closest area to the edge I can get to. But I learned from before I have to pay attention for those bone wool. Alright. My throat's gonna hurt if I just keep narrating. This is my habit. I mess everything up by doing that. So I'm gonna go back into just playing. I'll turn the music up a bit. And feel free to ask anything. But yeah, I'll just be sailing. It's a lot easier on a server where other people are playing it, to be honest, because then there's all these landmarks, you see other people's bases. It works out much better that way. For me, no map, no portal on single player is not necessarily a better experience. I like it, but the experience I love is no map, no portal multiplayer Valheim on a server with people who play even if you don't play. Make sense? Because when I started to play Valheim, I had friends, but they didn't really care that much about Valheim. So they would play if I asked them, but they like never would log in and play themselves. I had to do a lot of the tasks. You know, it wasn't really the same. I'm having a vague sense that I actually died at some point. So I lost all of my frost arrows and poison arrows and silver arrows on a body somewhere. I'm just gonna accept it. Oh no! Do you see what I've done? The whole point of this is to get chitin, right? Oh, I'm gonna have to deal with that. Let's see. Does one of these have a pickaxe in it? No, but I do have a molten core. I have enough surtling cores and some other things. Scrap ore, that kind of thing. Not into that. Okay, so I got a new problem. I need to make make a pickaxe. That bone mole also appears to be moving faster than my boat, which is going to be a problem for me. It's okay, I've been practicing my bone mole avoidance techniques. I've learned the tricks. You have to, as long as you keep your eye on them, it's not too bad. Never turn your back to the ocean. It's very hard advice to follow when you're in the ocean, because your back's always to it. The key to surviving them seems to be getting them to fight something else, though. That's worked really well for me. Yeah, Drake, exactly. I've just learned that, like, Valheim's a game that you can, like, ask someone if they want to play, but there's no point in pressuring people to play Valheim because the, like, for whatever reason, the average person just won't really get that into it, you know? For me, I love Valheim. It's my favorite game ever. Like, I absolutely adore it. It's not one of my favorite games. It's my absolute favorite game. Um, you know, it used to be one of my favorite games until Expand World Prefabs and Enigma and all of the joy it's brought me. It's absolutely my favorite game. But for a lot of other people, you know, that's not how it is. Hey! I actually reached the end of the world. Oh, that's awesome. I wasn't as far away as I thought. Okay, so there's the world serpent, but now I have a new problem. Oh, hey, maybe this isn't a problem, actually. Because I don't have a pickaxe, right? But our friend Mr. Bonewall here, he can blow things up. So, maybe I don't need a pickaxe. I just need to survive. Oh god, oh god, oh god, that's bad. I jumped off too early. Oh shit. No, 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 no. Where is he? Huh. Okay. I guess that works. So cool to find the world serpent organically. This is the first time on a normal playthrough I've ever seen it. This thing goes all the way around the entire world. I could actually get up on it right now. I could go like this. Rise. And this will send me like 100 meters up in the air. So if I do it twice, I have to fall a little bit more. You can like go up over there. I need to change the RPC though, because it's showing the teleport screen, so I have it set up wrong. But it gives you, yeah, the feather cape effect. That's how you get up here. And then you can like do that again to build on top of one of the rocks or that kind of thing. Yeah, so here's the world serpent. And this thing, it literally stretches around the entire world. This was really fun to make. Empowered bronze 8 gear, huh? Too bad he doesn't have a pickaxe. I don't have any reason to be up here at the moment. Unless, let's see, I could buy... Is there any way I can get something to use like a pickaxe? Oh, ooze bombs. Maybe I have enough, actually. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it is. He does, well, he does, like, fly around, right? I guess I never put thought into if that's Thor, but there's, like, there's, like, a creature, a figure with, like, reindeer and a cart. Or something like that. And if you look really close, it's kind of weird. I haven't seen it up close, but I've seen it from far away. To me, it looks like Santa Claus, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure that's not what it's supposed to be. Odin also looks super funny if you actually get close to him. Oh, I missed. Ah, okay, so it works, but Yeah, the aiming of it doesn't really... So in Enigma, these bombs have like an adjusted effect, if that makes sense. They cause an explosion. But doesn't do much damage to them compared to like a copper node or something. So it works, but I have to use a bunch of them, so probably not going to work in the long run. Ah, shit. I just realized this isn't the same one that I was on. It's okay. I can use, as long as you're near the world serpent, you can use that command that makes you like go up. So I guess now my strategy is, yeah, use that up. I have this vague feeling, this sense that I can somehow get a pickaxe. I just don't know exactly why I have that feeling. Does this hurt me? Yep. Okay, it does. Maybe it's like the aiming is... There's probably some way to do it that makes the effect stronger. Yeah, I seem to just damage one each time. Interesting. Alright, that's all I get. Now I have to actually find a pickaxe or some way to get... Now I have all the barnacles, but I can't get the chitin. C'est la vie. Alright, so this rise command takes me directly above myself. So I can't be that far away. Maybe I just went to the other side of the world serpent here. Let's see, maybe I can get in one of these boat pieces. Oh hey, there's chests. Let's see. Oh. Unlucky. Okay, so there are the Leviathans I was on. And that appears to be the edge of the world. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think that's the edge of the world, right? Yeah, because that's the rest of it. So where... Oh god, oh god, oh god, no! So where's the Leviathan my ship is on? I think it's that one. Yeah, I was like underneath the world serpent, wasn't I? Oh god. Oh no, I'm okay. Yeah, I can just rise up if there's a bone wall here. Get wrecked. Yeah, there's my boat. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, now you all know the secret. In Enigma mode, if you want to get chitin, you can sail to the edge of the world, and there's loads and loads and loads of Leviathans. So there's actually a way to guarantee that you find a bunch of them. Oh, what did I just do? That was so dumb. Oh, I almost died. I was distracted telling you about the kite and I almost drowned. Holy shit. Woo. Alright. Yeah, this works, to be honest. If it wasn't for seeing the portal screen and it was just instant, it would work well. I believe I can do that. I just have it set wrong. Uh-oh. Don't spill my cargo crates, no! Okay, so what's my scrap situation here? I got a little bit of copper. I could make a kiln. Yeah, I got like 20 copper. I was hoping I had like 10 bronze scrap, but it seems that is not the situation. I have 2. Tragic. Too bad there's not like a kite and pickaxe. Honestly, that would be cool. I feel like that's not too progression breaking, right? Because, yeah, I mean, if you can get chitin, you already have done everything else, right? Oh, God, that's exactly what I was supposed to stop. That's what I get for having the boat oh, my God. That's a bad outcome. All right. Good thing we anticipated this. But now all my cargo crates are gone. That's what I get. I had the thought, too. I was like, I have my boat too close to this Leviathan. The waves are gonna crash it. It's okay. That's why these rocks are here, actually. It's so you can make a workbench. Because you can't build on a Leviathan. But you can build on some rock spawn next to it. Okay, what about my bank account? What do I have? Ooh, I still have not. Okay. Okay. I can do this then. I know what to do. I know exactly what to do. Alright, new strategy. We're gonna make a little place here. Alright. First I need a stability skull, just in case this island vanishes for some reason. Oops. Nice. So now what that did, you can't see it, but there's a skull, like, right here underground. And that'll give stability if this rock vanishes for some reason. But now what I need is wood. That was definitely an accident, but it just rolled with it. I think you could make it pretty if you trimmed it. I don't have that much wood though, I'm just messing around really. Mostly what I need to be able to do is smelt so that I can make a pickaxe so that I can actually do this stuff. I'll be able to make a pickaxe because I can buy... I have basically like 4,000 coins I can withdraw, which is enough to buy enough iron to smelt a level 1 iron pickaxe. And I happen to have the rest of the stuff to make the forge and everything. So I should be good. It's just all floating in these piles over here somewhere. And usually these areas are pretty safe. Compared to the actual biomes, you won't find as many monsters spawning around you. Unless you're moving around when you're in the ocean area. So now that I'm here and there's no bone maw, probably I won't be attacked by any bone maw. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so those are safe now. Now the thing is, I need to buy the iron, make the things, and smelt it. Okay. Alright, here we go. Now I can fix this pickaxe problem. And then I'll be able to mine as many leviathans as I can find. Okay, now I have to make enough copper to make a forge, so I guess I am kind of bottlenecked by waiting for the smelter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the stuff in it. Then I'm actually going to go just kind of run down this and see if there's any, I don't know, any kind of deals or anything. We'll see. Probably they're all gone, but who knows? Who knows? I'm so glad I found these barrel hoops earlier. I love these things. Hey, that's the perfect amount. Wow, that's fate. Fate. Okay, and I claimed a bed, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Not fully idiotic. Just partially. Alright. Hey, there's a chest. Ayo, nice. You have to be careful with these, because they're crazy, and if you kick them too far, they'll fall off the edge, and they do not float. I've tried to make them float, they do not float. If you keep exploring this, you'll find, like, coin traders that have deals, right? This one will give you probably, like, a level 40-something bronze at gear. for 6,000 coins. That's actually a pretty good deal. Players tend to not realize it, but when these guys sell the weaker items, they're way higher level than normal. So, can be pretty nice. I actually wasn't expecting to find this black marble here, so I'm kind of unprepared now. I guess. Yeah, screw it. I'll just withdraw my remaining coins. There we go. I only have... I spent all my coins. Well, honestly, that's wonderful, because... I mean, can you think of a time in vanilla Valheim where you would spend 30,000 coins? Please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. Nice. The reason I did that is because what I want to... actually, do I actually want to make a... No, I should keep my coins. I should be smart. I should be smart. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. Oh, look. Okay, so all the mistlands are right there. Wait, what? Isn't that where the edge of the world is? I'm confused. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Ah, yeah, I'm on the island on the other side. That's where the boat is. Okay, I remember now. How should I do this? I guess I'll just do it this way. Oh my god, do you see what I just did? I'm pretty sure I'm screwed now. I forgot you can't turn when you're encumbered. So if I throw... God damn it. How do I fix this? I guess I can log out and log back in, right? And then I'll have stamina. Maybe? Or maybe I'll be turning a slightly different direction. It's okay. If this doesn't work, I'll just accept I have to lose half of the black marble. Oh, tragic. I hate seeing the portal screen so much. It triggers something deep, deep inside me. A rage I cannot describe. An unbridled rage. Oh, of course I don't have enough coins anymore. Classic. Ooh, nice. That's enough. Technically, I think probably I have enough iron smelted by now. Maybe? Oh no, I'll need 20, right? I think it's 20 iron and like 3 core wood for a pickaxe, something like that. I just have to make the forge first. Which is 6 copper, some coal, some wood, and some stone, I think. I miscalculated. I forgot I need a level 2 forge. Ah, never mind. We're all good. I could just make this. Hey! Haha. Look at that. Nice. Okay, now for some insurance. I'm gonna actually spawn this skull in a proper spot. There we go. Because probably when I start mining this stuff, all these rocks are gonna vanish. We'll see. Yes, okay. I'm glad I planned ahead then. Lol. Oh no, those things are gonna break, aren't they? I put the skull in the wrong place. Oh god. I have moments. 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 We'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky with the barrels. Let's see. I totally forgot the barrels would break. It's okay though. So that's staying up because I placed that a stability skull, right? But now I have a new issue. Because basically these barrels are gonna break. There we go. Now we're good. That's pretty cool, not gonna lie. I was like, oh, this is kind of boring and easy, and now I'm confronted with a new problem, right? It all works out though. My totally safe shack. Definitely not about to get wrecked by a bone maul. No, no, no. Oh god. I feel like the skulls should be right here. But if I move it, I'm gonna get wrecked, right? Yeah, all that stuff is gonna get wrecked. Oh god. Here, I have a feeling I should buy some insurance. Okay, let's see. No, I feel like I'm on a shipwreck. This is hilarious. There it is. There's the source of all my stability right there. It's that one skull. It's probably confusing if you haven't used those before, but it's an Enigma mechanic. You can spawn one stability skull for like every 30 meters or something. There we go. So now I have a new predicament. I got my pickaxe, but I lost my surtling cores because I actually thought that first vibration was the first hit. I didn't realize that it was the Leviathan leaving, right? So now I have to remember this. And wait, does it make all the Leviathans in the area leave? That's pretty hilarious. I hope not. But it could be, it could be. I sort of need this place to come repair my pickaxe. And look, I can still use that. This is hilarious. Okay. I guess I should be smart and, Nah, there is no being smart. And then that's just... There is no being smart. What I'm gonna do is, check out these other Leviathans now, because I have to figure out, does this happen every time? And it destroys all of the Leviathans? Or does it just target that one? I have a feeling it might be overtuned, but let's see. No, no, they're still right there. Okay, cool. I just heard the bad noise. If you hear a lightning strike, it could be a ghost, a fish, a wraith, a serpent, a bone maw, or if you're really unlucky, something else. Oh god, it just dawned on me that that wraith is right there. Oh, and it's saved now? Oh shit. Leave me alone, drowned captain. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh god, he's gonna get me, he's gonna get me, he's gonna get me. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Thank you, waves. Thank you, waves. I don't want to... Oh, wait. Actually, no, it's not that bad if I die here. Nah, okay. Oof. I instinctually was like, oh god, I don't want to go to the center of the world. But I wouldn't actually go to the center of the world. I'd go right here, and then I could just summon a new boat, because I haven't used my free boat for the day. So probably I'd be fine. Maybe. Yeah, not bad. At least I got the Wraith. It distracted me from the pickaxes, though, unfortunately. You dropped a core. That's funny. What's even funnier is Teensy. Teensy just asked if I could increase the drop rate for the cores for the random monsters, and then I get one just randomly when I don't need it. Uh-oh. Hey, Maker. How's it going? I've been on an adventure to get a bunch of chitin, and that's how I ended up with the shack. In Enigma, you can spawn a skull, one skull per 30-meter area, pretty much. And then you can use that skull for stability. So that's why this appears to be floating. It's because there's one skull placed, like, right behind this, basically. So that's why that looks like it has full stability, but then the rest of the stuff does not, right? Oh, shit. I just have to hope I don't aggro a flying bone mole, otherwise I'm wrecked. Like, literally, this whole place will just explode. All my shit will drop into the ocean. Not good. At this point, I've given up all cosmetics, and I'm just trying to get the chitin and survive. This has become my chitin spot. Is there a way I can make, like, a beacon? Ah, yeah. Let's see, I wonder which of these is brightest. I guess I'll use this one for now. Yeah, right? A unique position to be in, let's say. Ooh, do I have a jade? No, I know what I should do. I think I probably have one Ashland's gemstone somewhere. Yeah, I got an iolite. Okay, so here's what I can do. Now it's kind of like a lighthouse. It's slightly easier for me to find it. Slightly. Subtly. Alright. Time to head out and get more leviathans. I'm pushing my luck, because when I'm here, not moving around, I'm pretty much safe. But the moment I start sailing around, I cause fish to spawn. And that's the beginning of the end. When you cause a fish to spawn, it could be something else. Something not so friendly. But there you go. That's what's going on. But it's okay. I want to find leviathans. This is the place to be. Hey, is this the deep north? I see. Okay. I didn't realize I was this close to it. That's quite interesting, actually. Huh. Uh-oh. On Enigma, the Leviathans spawn heavily in clusters on the edge of the world. So you can find them normally, but they're rare. Whereas if you go to the edge of the world, you can find... Oh, shit. If you go to the edge of the world, you can find, like, loads of them. Oh, I have to make sure... I just realized I might actually sail off the edge of the world. I have to be kind of careful, don't I? I don't remember where it is. I feel uncomfortably far away from the world serpent. Good navigation partner, though. Hey, is that my lighthouse? Ah, it works! Uh-oh. I feel like I just heard a bone wall scream. Whoa! This wind is gnarly. Oh god. The torch aggro's enemies, doesn't it? Ooh, I might regret that. World Serpent definitely makes it easier to stay oriented, that's for sure. Hey, here's one. Ooh, it's a whole cluster of them. I got lucky. Okay, how do I do this right? Let's see. Yeah, it's terrifying. If I didn't have the World Serpent, I definitely wouldn't do it. But because I can just look at the World Serpent, I can like kind of orient where I am. The World Serpent is basically like, it's like this giant path that wraps around the entire world. And it spawns like building supplies and these verdure that have special deals. Hey, there's the thing you were talking about. I guess it's not all lightning, right? It's just that happens sometimes and you can see them. But there are other lightning strikes that aren't from that as well. Okay, so my boat's right there. Okay, and the stones are gonna vanish, but it should just vanish one Leviathan at a time if I'm lucky. And probably this is enough. These three will be... Yeah, that'll be enough that... Oh, I gotta be careful with my stamina here. This will be enough chitin that I can probably make a decent amount of abyssal razors and get a strong one. We'll see, though. Damn, already? Shucks. Looks like I usually get like 1 stack from each of them. Oh god. At least I'm not on my boat. We missed each other. It works out. Oh no! Oh! Oh, it didn't work out. The Wraiths have that, they got that reach with that hitbox, you know what I mean? Like they really get the full arc of that swing. It's okay though. Now I'll be in my little shack, I hope. Yes, okay. So now I would be wrecked, but in theory, because I haven't used my free boat for the day, what I can do is get in the water and then go like boats. Oh no, I can't do it here, probably because I'm not at the right elevation or something. Oh no, it's because I have to trigger the message. But to trigger the message, I need to walk in the right place, right? So I can't, like right now I'm swimming. Makes sense? So it's not going to trigger. I have to get up on like something I built and walk. The player would never know that though. So there we go. So now I can go like this. Yeah, there we go. And there's my boat. Yeah. Maybe not ideal, but hey, we got it all worked out. Lip. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy things with Enigma. The idea is that it turns Valheim into a game that you can pretty much play whatever way you want to, and you have more freedom to do so. Because Valheim itself is very linear. So Enigma tries to make it so however you enjoy playing, you can do more of that, right? Let's see, Crew said something in game. Does no boat just prevent the message, or does it also prevent being able to get a boat with boat? Okay. So right now, it's not designed perfectly. I'll fix it at some point. Let me write a note for that. But the way it works at the moment is you can only spawn the boat if you triggered the message. So if you said no boat, but you already triggered that yellow thing, then it would work if you're near that yellow thing. But if you didn't trigger that yellow thing and you said no boat, your character is unable to summon the boat until you log out and log back in. So I need to remake it so that when you say boat, it just summons it. It doesn't care. It's just because the way I developed it and the way I added the features, it cares about that, but it doesn't need to. So let me just add that to the implementation list real quick. It's a good point. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Not getting distracted in Discord. No, no, no. Okay, make boat, summon boat, even if not near yellow prefab trigger. Okay, good enough. Okay. Look how this boat just keeps drifting further away. Alright. Okay. So now I died, right? But because I hadn't used my free boat for the day, I was able to just get a new boat. So if I die again, I'm in trouble because I can't actually make a new boat. I could probably buy the stuff one more time to make one. But yeah. So now what I have to do is do say say my body. And then it'll spawn an arrow, and that arrow points at the closest tombstone that is yours. So now all I have to do is just go that way. Although, I didn't really need to do that because, like, the World Serpent's right here. I was sailing along the World Serpent, right? So, clearly I was going to be fine. Yeah, these warnings. Funny. I had a bone wall behind me, I didn't even notice. That's what they do, though. They're known for that. Hey, I got lucky. The Wraith's fighting the Serpent now. Oh god. Did you see the message in chat? A drowned captain just became empowered. So the serpent died, and then the wraith leveled up because it was near the serpent when it died, so it got like experience and leveled up pretty much. So now there's all the serpent meat. I can actually see the edge of the world now, and this guy is now an empowered drowned captain, which is no good, but I got the... Oh, he doesn't get stunned? Ah, oh, shit. I didn't even get my... Okay, I have to take advantage of the bubble block, so I have to take a hit while I have corpse run, otherwise I'm just not going to be able to kill him. Why am I not getting the bubble block? It's odd. Something is wrong here. Uh-oh. I actually have no idea why that's happening. Dang, this guy's fast now. Okay, let's try and fight him on something a bit more stable. Yeah, I can't even stun him with that attack anymore. Jeez. Yeah, I lost... Yeah, I'm wrecked. I don't know. He's probably going to kill me, actually. I can kind of bait his attack and then attack him at the right moment. Maybe if I use the faster attacks, I'll be okay. Ah, I tried to block him. Idiot. I wonder, why wasn't I getting the bubble block, actually? That's kind of weird. Huh. Well, now I gotta, build, I guess. Because now I'm gonna be in the shack, but I used my free boat. So I'm just, like, marooned on this shack with a certain amount of coins. So I'm not, like, marooned, but I'm kinda stuck here. I have some material so I could build some things, right? But I don't think I have the stuff to make a boat. The creation turns on me constantly. I think that's why I like the way EWP works, because it allows you to make mechanics that make a lot of emergent gameplay and interact with each other. So, like, at this moment, this experience is only possible because of stability skulls. But I didn't design stability skulls thinking that it would allow me to make a base while I'm trying to mine a Leviathan to get stuff, right? But because EWP scripts are quite flexible and they can work in a lot of different situations, you know, they kind of come together and create emergent situations that you didn't anticipate, right? Like, even the way I can come to the edge here and hunt Leviathans, like, that's something that, you know, was specifically added to Enigma to give to make more purpose to go to the edge of the world. Because in normal Valheim, if you go to the edge of the world, you just die. There's nothing there. You know, it's just a lot of ocean and some serpents, and you fall off the edge of the world and you lose all your shit, right? So it's made so that, yeah, you still have that threat of falling off the edge of the world, but you have the world serpent so you can see. You have all the stuff on it, and when you're down here, you can find more Leviathans, right? So there's an incentive, there's reason, or you can hunt serpents, hunt bone maw, that kind of thing. So the idea is just to, like, kind of make it so no matter what you like doing, if you want to explore, just be nomadic, if you want to, you know, kind of do more traditional stuff, you can do all of that, right? That's the idea. Oh, what if what if I rafted over there? That seems like a really dumb idea. I'm not going to try and do that. What would I even need for a carve? Ooh. Yeah, you can buy so basically there's actually a couple different trading things. So you can sell loads of stuff to Diverger, but that's tied to the Diverger being present. There's a separate system called floor trading or floor buying. It's like magical, if that makes sense. So the Diverger are basically like delivering stuff to you with magic, and you can actually find the place that they fulfill the orders and everything. It's kind of a joke. But you can look at what they can buy. They buy prices 1. And so it's not everything. It's like mostly building supplies and then some progression stuff, but really expensive. So like you can get iron, for example, but it's like 1,000 coins for a stack of it. So it's not an effective way to get iron compared to actually doing the other stuff. And then there's another part here. So those are all the items that it sells, pretty much. Let's see. So Maker said, I sometimes wish I had a sort of quest system. Yeah, I honestly, I want to make more quests. You can do a lot of really cool quests with DWP. You just have to be kind of creative about how you show it to the player. But these days we can trigger anything. We can use like just proximity and footsteps, like all sorts of crazy stuff. So, um, like from my perspective, nobody's really made a really professional game development perspective quest for Valheim using EWP. But you could make like some really cool stuff. People generally do more dungeons, if that makes sense. And they have mods that make really cool quests and experiences sometimes. But for the most part, the quests available in Valheim experiences are more kind of like traditional fetch quests and that kind of thing. You don't have very much like custom scripting happening. But again, it is available on some like modded servers, as you guys know. But what I'm trying to suggest is that there's not currently vanilla compatible, crossplay compatible, like scripted quests that you could download and patch your Valheim with that people can play. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. I definitely want to do that at some point, but for now, I have Enigma to focus on pretty much. There's like so many mechanics that there's probably easily like another year of just like playing and then listing the polishing and listening to the feedback from the playtesters and just like working on those things and integrating them into the game. I guess in theory at some point I'll get bored of doing that, but it's hard to imagine, really. Genuinely hard to imagine. Especially now, because I can tell that Enigma is more, how do I put it? This is the third time that I've tried to like maintain a playthrough on a character and then balance that with also developing the experience. And this is the only time that I've actually wanted to keep going and I feel happy about playing and I feel motivated. And I can tell that it's because I'm not doing the like kill the boss, then do this. Now kill that boss and then do that. This whole playthrough, I've just been like going on adventures and doing what I feel like doing at that particular playthrough, right? So I really like the kite and dagger, right? So now I'm doing this adventure to find them, and on the way, the world kind of distracts you and gives you new things to want to do and deals to find, and then you run out of coins. Makes sense? That's the idea. Like it pulls the Valheim out of you and then teaches you that like you can actually go off on adventures and unexpected things will happen to you reliably. Makes sense? But that's kind of hard because most people who play Valheim are used to they kind of know exactly what to expect and they'll get mad at you when that doesn't happen, right? But not gonna lie, I used to feel a bit bad for people, but now I now I love it. I find it really funny when like someone joins and complains about the difficulty and then spawns and like tries to get like a cheat weapon or something and then dies anyway. It's just like I didn't really try and make Enigma do that to people, but it does that to people. It just has this way of I don't really know how to explain it, but no matter what kind of character you join on, no matter how strong they are, you can just kind of go out into the world and try and do stuff, and you're gonna find a situation that kills you. And usually it ends up being avoidable, not always, but that part is kind of sorry. I need to drink water when I stream. My throat gets all dry, so I also sit in a fan. But basically, that's the idea that there's this emergent gameplay, and it allows you to just have different experiences and kind of pull adventures out that you didn't necessarily anticipate. You know what I mean? Because Valheim has a lot of really incredible things that it does, but a lot of the time players miss out on that. And so I just feel like there's more that Valheim can do to be more Valheim, right? So from my perspective, Enigma Mode is if the Valheim developers weren't so hesitant and they were more in touch with the original vision behind Valheim. But obviously that's super arrogant for me to claim like that this is more like the original vision behind Valheim, obviously, right? Like I'm not trying to say it's better or anything like that. I'm just saying that like from my perspective, what makes Valheim more interesting is the combination of like the exploration, the building, and like the dying being kind of crazy and comedic. But the way they went in a different direction where the dying is more like, fuck you, it's punishing, don't do that again, learn your lesson. So it's like, I don't know, like it says something that even the lowest world modifier, you know, like you still lose your experience. So even though you lose like your body, you have to go back and get it. Like it's still problematic if that makes sense. So for them, it's an important part of the game. I'm just saying that like the original mentality, from my perspective, behind Valheim, was more about like ridiculous dying and like you try and it doesn't matter anyway. You get killed anyway. Some ridiculous thing kills you and it's funny. You know what I mean? It's not like, ah, oh, fuck you. Now you lost all your progress. But that's what modern Valheim kind of feels like, and I feel like they lost that vibe sort of, and it doesn't help. But obviously that's just my opinion. It's not like it really matters. That's what makes you know, that's what makes EWP so awesome. You can just kind of make mechanics that you enjoy and, you know, make your favorite version of Valheim. Enigma Mode is my favorite version of Valheim. It's the, you know, the version I turn into what I think Valheim can be at its best, right? But for another person, that's not true. They would prefer something else. They would prefer to press M and see a map, you know? I prefer to, you know, see no UI pretty much. But that's just me, you know? Alright. So what is my current hole? 100, 200. I got like 300 chitin. And now I'm kind of marooned here, but I guess I'm not really marooned here, because I could go up onto the World Serpent. And then on the World Serpent, I can find stuff. And there's a diverger I could sell stuff to up there. But what do I have to sell? Actually, Hmm. Hey, I'm glad you've been enjoying it. That's cool. Honestly, I mean, if you're talking about learning EWP, one can learn EWP for a long time, you know? Like, there's plenty of things in EWP I don't know how to do, even though I manage Enigma Mode and it's, 7,500 entries, it's a lot of scripting. But it's just kind of fun, you know? Fire. Hey, it's okay. I'm not hitting on your maps. To be honest, the reason I really dislike no map is because I found myself playing Valheim, and instead of exploring and looking at this, I would habitually just play and I would press M and I was constantly looking at the map when I was sailing. And like, I don't know, like for me, this moment, I'm stuck here for a temporary amount of time. I could figure out the logistics between using the resources I have access to and using the access to the world serpent to acquire the material to get a boat, so I can, figure that out like a puzzle. But in the meantime, like I'm here and there's this view and it's chill, It's like, it's so nice. I love that vibe. I feel like it brings out, the parts of Valheim. But I will say that this way that I prefer to play is niche, and you should understand that. Like, more players will be interested in the kinds of things that you do than the Enigma experience, because what you're doing with Verdant's Ascent and with the mods that you're developing is stuff that is like easier it makes more sense to the players, if that makes sense. Whereas the things that make something like Enigma very unique and special are very abstract. They're hard for players to understand because players just view mods as mods. They don't understand what the difference between client side and server side is, and they don't understand what like vanilla compatible mods are and regular mods. They don't know any of these things. So from the player's perspective, Enigma Mode is just a mod. Like, they don't understand that the thing that makes Enigma Mode so crazy is you can put it on a server and play it on an Xbox, right? And like, it's hard to explain those things to people. And also the no map, no portal thing is very niche. Whereas the kinds of adjustments that you've made to Valheim and having maps and these things are, again, from my perspective, more suitable to the average Valheim player. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if in like, 2 years or whatever, you've got a bunch of players on Verdant's Ascent, because it's more like compatible with a bunch of people. Whereas the experience I run on Ion, it thrives when there's like 3 to 10 people playing, once every day or every other day. Not a big group of people. It really isn't. Like, IOM doesn't need 20 or 30 players, you know what I mean? Whereas the kind of stuff you do could easily get a lot more players than that. And those kinds of servers, like from what I've learned about from Comfy Valheim and the other servers that I've learned about from the community and that kind of thing. Um, yeah, you're more likely to get a lot more players. The no map, no portal thing is a huge problem for the average Valheim player. Like, it's a huge problem. They do not want to play that way because Valheim has kind of made them feel very powerful. So the moment you put them in a world where they don't have all of their clutches and handicaps, they see that they don't actually know that much about Valheim and they're not actually that good at it, and they get really egotistical because it makes them feel like, fuck this. Does that make sense? Because they get put in a position where it's like, either accept that you don't understand Valheim as deeply as you did, and you were just playing it on normal and not really understanding mechanics and using portals and, min-maxing things. It's either accept that that is a little bit more shallow of an experience, right? Or just attack the situation, right? And so, of course, a lot of them just attack the situation because they don't want to accept that, you know, when you use portals all the time, and wow, okay, that wave is scaring me, even though I'm in the. My instinct was like, that's hilarious. But what I was getting at is that, yeah, all I was trying to say is that the kind of stuff you do, Fire, I think will be more popular with people. It's like the way I develop and the way I'm inspiring is very inspiring to developers of Valheim projects, but it doesn't really vibe with the typical or average Valheim player. And I used to try and be more relatable, but now I understand that like that's just not my fate, if that makes sense. My fate is to do what I do, and that is what it is. You know, I make very niche things. I do my best to make that work. And that's just how it is, you know? And it seems to work better that way. Because ultimately, I don't know. Things always work out, but they don't always work out the way one expects, you know what I mean? Oh. You make a good point about it, Fire. That modders themselves are more impressed by EWP than players, because players just see it as a mod, and modders see it as a way for players to mod without mod. Yeah. Yeah, modders like are more likely to understand EWP's benefits, right? There seems to be kind of a life cycle where players will play EWP, and at least from what I've learned from Enigma Mode players, is that most of them don't, how do I put it? Most of them don't, oh, 1 second. Most of the Enigma players, or at least that I know of, have played Valheim already. Not everybody, though. So there have been people who join the server, and this is their first Valheim experience, and they actually keep going and follow through with it and play for a while. But generally, people who play Enigma are people who've already been playing Valheim, right? I think that has more to do with the perception players have about modding in general than Enigma Mode itself. Like, I don't think you have to play Valheim normally to then be able to play Enigma Mode. Enigma Mode isn't really about being super good at Valheim. It's kind of about like learning learning the Enigma mechanics is kind of what makes you good at it, if that makes sense. But what happens with newer players, I think in general in Valheim, they are very how do I put this? They're prone to playing kind of in certain ways, if that makes sense. And it's kind of like the thing from before where Enigma is more niche. That's just kind of how it is. So there's going to be a lot of people who look at it and hear about it and then imagine that it is something even more niche than it actually is because of the way it's set up, right? So there's no way for me to really make it palatable for like the average player base without sacrificing what Enigma really is. So that's why like the mentality is just to kind of make all of Valheim as popular as I can and share everything as much as possible so that there can be so many Valheim players that even a niche project like mine has enough playership and enough interest. Make sense? But it's kind of funny because I didn't really want it to be like the actual server. I prefer for my development pace, I prefer that there's like 1 to 5 people playing each day. That's like a nice pace. There's not too many issues. I can actually fix things pretty quickly when they come up. But if there's like 10 or 15 people playing, it becomes quite hectic, and there's going to be things that happen that I don't know about, and like I'm too busy to kind of realize. So I don't really want Islands of Magic itself to be popular, but I do want the Enigma Mode experience itself to be popular. So, like, that there's a lot of people playing Enigma Mode in single player and running their own Enigma Mode servers, right? Because from my perspective, I'm just one of the people who runs an Enigma Mode server. But anybody who's interested in a more long-term, persistent Valheim server experience that doesn't have those same issues of, seasonality and like once okay, now for example, this experience started a month ago. But if you join today, like you have this as your progression. These are all the boss chests. So like it doesn't matter to me that most of the players I started with were able to play a lot more than I was, and they've incredibly surpassed me. Does that make sense? Like in normal Valheim, that would mean I can't really play anymore. And that's a big problem from my perspective. So in Enigma mode, it decouples that. So it makes it so that like you can always have your experience and play, and it doesn't really matter what your progression is or how strong your gear is. There's going to be somewhere in Enigma mode that'll catch you and keep you on your toes. Make sense? But that's not something that like I just was like, I'm gonna do this. It's more like that's my overall intention. And then there's thousands of entries, and each entry is kind of attempting to work Valheim towards a different purpose. So by having hundreds and hundreds of things influencing players in a certain way, it can possibly cause that to happen. But it's not like it's like, oh, I made this mechanic and that fixed that problem. It's more like, this is a problem. Here are 10 mechanics that attempt to relieve it, but varying degrees of success, right? And what I've found is that a lot of players, they'll use one thing, and then they'll completely ignore another mechanic. Whereas another player will use that thing, but it'll completely ignore the other mechanic. So it's really amusing seeing how different players have completely different Enigma experiences, you know what I mean? And how I play compared to how other players play. Like, they know more about the base features, whereas I know more about, like, the random niche experimental features or the things that the game doesn't tell you, right? Because I vaguely remember making them. So we can learn a lot from each other, and that's always fun. My strategy now, I'm just going to accept that this session I won't get the boat back. And instead, I'll do it next time, because that wraith is just going to wreck me. Like, completely wreck me. And I don't want to deal with going back there and dealing with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the coins so that I can summon an ultra cart. And then I'm just going to go down the world serpent and like stockpile the building resources that I managed to get. So let's see how that goes. Oops. Ah, everything gets doubled. I forgot about that. Now I have 2 ultra carts, which is sort of useless. Funny though. Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna go pee, make some tea, and then when I come back, pretty much what I'm gonna do is just go down the world serpent, and I'm gonna look for the chests and different deals, and I'm basically broke, so I can't buy any of the deals, but I might get lucky and find chests that have things I can put in the cart. So that's the idea. And then I'll come back and drop the stuff off, and then when I play next, I'll be able to spawn a new boat for the day and then go get my stuff back from that crafty, empowered, drowned captain that wasn't giving me a bubble shield for some reason. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright. Ooh, back just in time for the daytime. I'll be able to see all the lack of anything. I guess I should go not towards the deep north, because the deep north area is all going to get reset when that eventually comes out. So that's the east. I need to go that way. And there's actually 2 of these custom biomes in Enigma. We have the World Serpent, which I'm on right now. It's designed to be a place where you can build more easily and buy things. You get double what you purchase, right? But what I'm trying to do is learn more about the floating islands. I haven't actually shown those off very much. From my perspective, they're less balanced. The World Serpent, it could use more work, but I don't think it's like that problematic, to be honest, because more of its purpose is like to shock the player and show them something they haven't experienced before, and then have a bunch of kind of rewards. It doesn't really have a lot of long-term value at the moment, and for now I think that's okay, because realistically by the time people find the World Serpent, they're kind of more towards the end of their playthrough. Probably they won't even necessarily find it, because it doesn't spawn until you complete one Enigma branch all the way to the end of the world. And not everybody does that. So a lot of people will never even know that this thing exists, and that's kind of the point. Because obviously if you're watching it, you know about it, but imagine you're a player and you are using an Enigma path, and then it turns into a portal, and then like this thing shows up, and now it goes around the entire world. Like, it's kind of shocking, right? That's the whole point. And there's ways you can build on things. You can mine these rocks. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. Hey, actually, now that I think about it, maybe I can get my stuff back just by being up here. Because yeah, I'm not used to being able to use a command to just go up in the air, right? Obviously, I would rather there was some way to make the player float normally, but I don't know how to do that. Yeah, at least I'm safe from the bone wop here. Hey, nice. You know why this is nice? 100 crystal. Just wait. Just wait. Look at this. Now, this is... I don't know why the thing happens with their clothes, to be honest. It's always been a problem. They put on their clothes later. They still function. They can fight and everything. But for some reason, I don't know if, like, something gets interrupted or what, but they start like this, like naked. Ooh, a fine wood bow. That's pretty good. Alright, so what I was going to show is that now that I've found this diverger, I can sell things to the diverger, right? And I have a huge amount of wood and stone. So these are not worth much, but when you have lots and lots and lots of it, and I need the wood more than the stone, to be honest. So I'm going to just sell all of this stuff, and it'll actually be like a decent amount. Ah, yeah, I have to split it in half. I forgot about that. That's just so you don't accidentally sell it as often, because it's a common item, so people might sell it by mistake when they're just trying to, like, empty their inventory. think each stone is like a coin? Something like that? No, each stone is 2 coins. Yeah, so we won't have that many, but it adds up. And in my situation here, yeah, just getting a couple things would be awesome. So we already have 1,300 coin, right? And then each one of these is 500. So there we go. I got another pile. And then, of course, you can do the same thing with the wood. But I don't really want to sell all the stuff right now. I don't feel like it. The empowered fine wood bow, though, would be really nice. Not gonna lie. That would be really, really nice. Those things are strong. Like, if you have a coin trader with a weak item, it's meant to kind of trick the player. So normally empowered item would be like, I don't know, level 12 or whatever. But in this situation, it's like level 30. Ah, there's a Jaeger root here. That's cool. And this is what I mean. Like, I think the World Serpents, it's pretty much fine. Compared to the floating islands, I'd say it's fine. I want to get rid of the freaking teleport screen. That thing's a pain. But the floating islands need more work. No, I'll show more of those later. Oh god, I don't want to fall. Why do I feel like... Did I go too far? I'm moving pretty slowly. Maybe not. Oh, I know what I can do. Nope, didn't go too far. May as well show some other features and mechanics of the World Serpent, because it's actually made to make it really easy to acquire resources. Because the point of the World Serpent and the Floating Islands is to provide an end game mega base building experience that allows the players to build away from combat, so that in theory they could make a 40,000 instance build. And yeah, it would be frustrating when players go there and it's laggy, but it's kind of contained in its own area, you know? Like this area, for example, right now there's 780 instances, you know? There's a bunch of stuff visually at the moment. Mistlands and Ashlands are my favorite part of the World Serpent. So, you know, there is stuff, but it doesn't, you know, it's not a whole bunch of stuff. Ooh, nice. That's good too. But as you can see, the idea of the World Serpent is it sort of rose from the ground, right? So it magically like rips up all the assets from the area, and like the World Serpent looks different in the Mistlands and in the Ashlands and above the ocean and above the Black Forest. So you get a different variant of it for every biome. So while the whole thing wraps around the world, it changes depending on where you are, and I really enjoyed making that, to be honest. Like, really, really enjoyed it. I wonder why it's... Is it just luck that it's always these swamp builder boxes? Seems kind of weird. My card's getting heavy. Gonna have to convert it into coins. Oh, I think I know what's happening. I'm often seeing the black marble crate and the swamp builders boxes, and I'm thinking they're generating too much. But probably what's happening is I'm picking stuff up. Ooh. I'm picking stuff up that players rejected or like they didn't want. So that could also be happening. Nice. I got lucky with this one. She put on her clothes at the end. That's funny. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you get extra loot from them. So this time, see, this is the kind of extra stuff you get. Ooh, nice. Huh. I actually profited from doing that one. That's funny. Oh, God. Ah, it's full? Oh, no. That's no good. Now I have to find a diverger to sell everything to. Oh, that's problematic. How do I do this? Guess I can just, like, make something. It's kind of weird. I gotta build in this thing? I gotta build in the building area? What? Look at the cart wobble. It's cute. Alright. It's gonna drop all this stuff off here for now. Now I have a new strategy. I'm just gonna... It looks like there's a decent amount of, like, normal materials here, so what I'm gonna do is just sell, like, all the basic stuff. Because I can't fit more than in the cart, right? Into my inventory, so... I'm lucky, though. There's someone right here. Someone. Okay. First off... Oh, I don't have any food. Oh, wait. I do. Yeah, I'm gonna let them get a little bit more hungry, though. Okay, most important thing right now is to free up inventory space. So that means... stone... and wood. Now... there we go. Now I gotta give them this. You don't like fish and bread? Aren't you a normal diverger rogue? I feel like they're supposed to like the fish. You don't like fish and bread? Oh, okay, this is a mage. It just isn't showing because it's not dressed. Okay, I see. Well, in that case, psh, that mage is wrecked. Sorry, mage, I don't got anything you will eat. No serpent stew, nothing. I guess it's bye-bye for you. Oh. Well, I was able to clear up a decent amount of space there. Not like there won't be more diverger anyway. I guess the thing that's actually missing from this, to be honest, is that I don't have like a resetting or system for the world serpent stuff. So the rest of the world respawns around the player pretty much. The player can reset the dungeons, they can respawn rocks, etc. But the world serpent is kind of like the first people there get the good stuff, and you know, when you get something, you're sort of taking it away from someone else. Like I did that by taking these things, right? So probably it would be better if there's some kind of system that notices when there's not a chest around, maybe like once a week, and it just kind of refills them, right? I don't know though. It's kind of funny how there's usually a diverger and a chest. A box of wood. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna sell the valuable stuff first this time. I'm gonna be smart. Master crafted wisp extractor, huh? I don't need that. Otherwise, I'd go for it. Ah, he's getting hungry already? Dang, I gotta be fast. Okay, I think I know how to do this right now. It's kind of like a little game, right? Little puzzle. If they're all in the bottom row, I can go like ticka 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 ticka. No, I did it twice. Messed up. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of satisfying when one gets it right. Oh no. Still here? That's kind of weird. Okay. Well, I guess I can just sell all the basic resources, because apparently I'll just find more of them. This adventure turned out to be more profitable than I expected. I can actually get that. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll buy that empowered finewood bow. That's perfect. I love the finewood bow, and I can use that until I am, like, ready for an ash fang or something. Getting lucky, this diverger didn't leave yet. One, two, nice. I got 6 piles. Pretty good. Loads of black marble too. Now, I think these resources mean I'm above the ocean again, so probably... Is that where I died? Yeah, okay. I think I can get my stuff back. I just have to be careful with that wraith. Oh, no way! That's perfect. Yeah, that's wonderful. Nice. Alright, I know it's only level 3, but it's okay. Awesome. Obviously, that 3,000 coins might seem like a lot, but this is basically, I mean, level 3, what does this mean? It's like 100 chitin? Something like that. And in Enigma, the way you make things more powerful is you risk doubling or destroying them over and over again. So to get a powerful item, you need a lot of it, if that makes sense. You need to be able to make a lot of them. Maybe like 10 level 3 of the weapon, then you could get a pretty strong one, probably. Or lose everything. Who knows? Alright, my plan now is to sell everything I can and then try and get my body back. Because I can drop down there and try and grab one of the ships. So I actually have a way to get there, which I didn't realize when I first died. This actually worked out really well. I didn't realize how much money you can get just buying and selling the wood. It's funny. Alright, now for the fun part. Where is my... spear there? Yeah, nice. Ah. Yeah, so I definitely don't get a bubble shield for some reason. I wonder if I broke the bubble shields and nobody noticed or nobody told me? Or if it's something unique about this situation. Oh, look how far the camera went. Oh, funny. I guess I should take a more effective means of wraith slaying. I believe... Oh no, I didn't craft that one silver bar. I can make some frost arrows, maybe? I guess I'll see in a moment, right? I got plenty of money up in those carts, though. I can figure this out. Oh, yeah. All I really need is fire arrows. And then I can just... No, because I can't shoot them from the... I can't shoot them from the world serpent. So really I need frost arrows. Don't have any obsidian. I might be able to make fire arrows work if I fight from the boat and use the... Oh, no, I can just get... I can purchase the empowered bow. Because I don't even have a bow, so what am I talking about? Like, I have these flint arrows and no bow. That's my range situation right now. So, Fineward bow is probably going to work. Because I can get that level... It's like probably level 30 or something. So I might actually be able to kill that wraith. Okay, so crew says they tested and were able to get the bubble shield. Yeah, it must be the situation I'm in is breaking it because, or not breaking it, but there's not a case for what I'm in, so nothing happens. Because normally if it's unreliable, it'll work like maybe sometimes, but in this case, it's not working at all. I don't think it's the two-handers because I usually use the bubble shield for this. Like I do dungeons and I've used the Slayer and used the bubble. But who knows? I think it might have something to do with me being in the edge of the world. Like maybe I have a distance filter on it or something. Because I'm like right at the edge of the world now. Like 9,900 maybe, something like that. Now I'm glad that there were two. Funny. That would be great if I had a good way to transport them, but I don't have a big boat. You can kind of do it in a longship, but really to transport monsters, you need a Drakkar. That's like the one thing it's really good at that other things suck at. Yeah, this is the one, right? Pinewood bow. Yeah, I'll be back. Don't you worry. Oh my god. You see what I did? I came all the way here and I don't have a hammer, so I can't make the coin piles to actually purchase it from him. I should have thought of that. And what's even funnier is I sold all of the wood and stone, and I could have made one beforehand, but now I sold everything, so I can't. Oh, funny. Interesting. Not a single extra piece of stone. I could take apart the workbench if I had a hammer, but I don't. Hmm. Oh, can I sell black marble? I feel like I can, actually. I've just been assuming I can this entire time, but... Can I? Let's see. Okay, I know what I can do now. I can buy stone with 1 stack of coins, and then sell enough stuff to buy another stack of coins. Or no, to get the other stack of coins. And then I can get the bow. And then maybe I can get the wraith. Oh, I gotta fix that. Hello, hello. Ah, you didn't miss anything. Basically, I've been running around on the World Serpent, and I am bringing back my coins, but then I wasn't able to build a hammer, so I was bottlenecked. I just bought loads and loads and loads and loads of stones so that I could build a hammer. And then in doing so, I discovered something I have to fix. It's okay, though. That wraith on that island just completely wrecked me. So, my goal, I don't know if I'm gonna manage it, but is to get back there. And I'm buying this bow, because I'm more likely to be able to kill the bow. Or kill the wraith. If I actually use ranged. We'll see, though. The empowered bows can do a lot of damage, so we'll see. Alright, so we need 360 more coin. I can sell maybe this? No. Ah. Okay, so I can sell it that way. Ah, that's enough. Okay, nice. How's your project going, Fire? What are you working on tonight? Oh, that's right. I completed one. Wrecked by my own mechanics. Alright, well, now I'll be able to get this later, but I gotta figure out how to deal with that freaking wraith. What does this mean? What's my plan? Okay, these 2 carts. Yeah, I guess I just leave everything here. Hope for the best. I just realized I was replying to you, Fire, but I had my mic muted, so I was just talking to nobody. So you're optimizing water meshes, huh? I haven't done that. I don't know if it's fun. Sounds like it could be boring or it could be fun. I don't know. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, it's not cool when things vanish when you log out. The persistence issue. My body and this really powerful, empowered 2-star Wraith are there. And I keep getting wrecked, because for some reason I don't get a bubble shield, so I just can't fight the Wraith. Because he kills me in one hit, and I could probably do it if I had a stronger, fast weapon, but I have a really powerful, slow two-handed weapon. And it looks really strong, like this is level 24. But this fucking Wraith, like, he can take like 20 hits from this thing, so... balanced experience, I guess. I'll be right back. I'm so screwed. Okay, this time I'm gonna try and not aggro the Wraith in the first place. Oh god, didn't work. My plan failed. Ah, god damn it. Okay, I don't think I can even survive. Oh, maybe I do survive one hit with it. Is that right? Okay. Yeah, I might survive one hit with Corpse Run. I think that's how it works. Maybe? Am I just gonna die? No, I lived. Okay. But then I don't get my bubble, right? Yeah, no bubble. That's tragic. So, like... what am I to do? I have no idea, to be honest. I need, like, another monster. Oh, okay. You see, I can use the kite and dagger, but it does so little damage. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to whittle him fast enough or enough. Because the main problem I have with the two-hander is, oh god, he's gonna get me. Ah. This Wraith is so effective at guarding this spot. I need to get silver arrows. Apparently, that's what I actually need to do. So how do I do that? Okay. I know what to do. I have to come back here with obsidian and priest glands. Oh, I need to be level 4. Ooh, hey, I can make these now, though. That's not going to be enough. Only 20 arrows. How do I deal with this thing? I need, like, another monster or a diverger. Oh, a diverger. Didn't I get some trophies? I think I can summon one. Okay, okay. I think I can figure this puzzle out. I have a feeling there's enough mechanics that there's a solution here. And it involves summoning a diverger to distract the Wraith after I get my stuff. Because really, I just need to get away from the Wraith, and he can't see me. I don't need to kill him. He's too strong. I don't have very powerful stuff. Alright. So... is this enough to even summon? I don't remember. Let's see. Four, so I can't summon anything with 2 of them. Okay, so that won't work. Unless I have more. Maybe I have more at the actual, I have a feeling I have some of these from completing the coin traders earlier in the carts. So if I have 2, this strategy will work. Although the Diverger is going to die really quickly. But what it'll enable me to do is escape. In theory. Because the Wraith, I can't get away from the Wraith and get into the boat and get away while it's chasing me because of how fast it is. Oh, that's another option too. Howlers are really strong. So they would live a little bit before they die. Also allow me to distract the wraith. Interesting. Hey, that's awesome. Sounds cool. Did you send some videos? I haven't looked at my Discord. Stolen. That's funny. I love seeing your videos and stuff. Tragic. Yeah, it must be challenging keeping track of all that. I find that, like, I can keep track of complexity when I'm regularly working in it. But once I'm out of it for a couple days or like a week or something, then it's challenging to continue at the same pace as when I was working in it. I don't know if that's something you experience. What the hell? Oh gosh. I didn't even think about finding something that might wreck me on the way now. That's no good, that's no good, that's no good. I had shell shock. I was just like, oh shit. I forgot I have to turn. I think I'm good. I can just barely catch the wind. Yeah, okay. Oh, empowered? Oh gosh. Of course, I've had like no problems with empowered monsters this entire playthrough. And now that I'm at the edge of the world, and another bone wall, now I'm at the edge of the world, and I have a problem with an empowered wraith. I almost killed the wraith, and then of course, he gets empowered. And now there's an empowered bone wall. I've always wondered if the monsters can see through the water, or if the waves make it easier to escape. I like to believe it makes it easier to escape. Just, you know, I mean, this stuff is crazy, you know what I mean? I'm trying not to bring bone wall home. That'd be no good. No good. Hey, lighthouse worked. Nice. No bone wall? I don't think so. I hope not. Oh god. I was trying to crouch, but I jumped off the boat. Nah, we're good. Okay. Whew. Nice. Got a decent amount of chitin now. Pretty cool. I guess the idea, though, is I still need to wait. Yeah, the coin traders will reset again. I wonder when the last time they reset is. I guess I can check. Let's see. In the chatter. $10:13. It is now 11. Oh, wait. Does that mean? Oh, no. It's every 2 hours. Okay, so it would be 12:13. Okay, I can't wait that long. But next time I could. This is so funny. A little hut. It worked. Alright, with that, I will go to bed now. Thanks for watching, everybody. And remember, Enigma is something anyone can experience. All you need to do is go to Google and search for Enigma Mode, and you'll find the mod pack on Thunderstore. You can also watch some videos on YouTube to learn more about it. It's something you can just pick up and play on your own Valheim. You don't need to learn, like, all the mechanics and how it works. That's impossible. Even I don't remember them. So, don't worry about that. Just if you have been watching this and you've been enjoying it, consider trying that out. You could also play with us on the server I'm playing on, Islands of Magic. It's a public server, anyone's free to join, doesn't matter where your progression is on your character, you can make a new character. As you can see, Islands of Magic, you know, this is a 24 level Ashland's weapon, and I had to leave an encounter because I couldn't handle it, right? Like, so you don't have to worry as much. You're going to find things that you can deal with, other things that are just overwhelming. You got to leave and get something more powerful. So don't sweat it, all right? It's fun to play with other people who are also really into Valheim. So one of the things that I like to be able to do with the servers that I run, especially, well, this Valheim server, is make a Valheim world that lasts longer than what you're used to. So you can join 3 months in, 8 months in, and have an interesting experience because of the respawning and the resetting dungeons and the individualized progression system through boss chests. So you don't have to worry as much as you would in a typical Valheim playthrough. So these are all just things to keep in mind. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful night. Goodbye.